Hey, what is happening, gaming world? Welcome to Jihad Gaming. I'm Jihad, and thank you for coming back to the Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough. If you guys are new to the channel, then please subscribe. I would very much love the support. And by all means, if you guys like the video, then please leave a like down below. With that out of the way, let's get to work. So, where we last left off, we were talking to Edward Nigma here. We've already done heard all this nonsense in the last video, so we don't really need to hear it again. And we're gonna fly ourselves over to the orphanage. Which, to be completely honest with you, it seems way out of character for Selina to, wanting to help out Nigma in the first place. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just feel that way. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just something. It's just something about her and Nigma just doesn't seem like. Doesn't seem like she would want to help out at all with him at all. Just no. Just she'll be like, nope, do it yourself. So here we got some thug speech.
I'm not buying it. Trust me, this guy's IQ is through the roof. You want to catch the Dark Knight, you need to be smart. And Nigma's smarter than all of yous put together. If he's so smart, how come the bat's still out there? Nigma's got a plan. You'll see. You don't believe me? Go ask Catwoman. She's right in there, all tied up and waiting for the bat to come save her. That's when the fun starts.
I gotta say, Bats, it is good to be back. Gotham just wasn't the same without me, was it? I mean, Scarecrow's the biggest bad guy in town. Not for long.
Who was Joker talking to? Looks like he was looking behind him the whole time. Anyway, excuse me. If you guys couldn't hear me in the last video, I apologize. If you guys can't hear me in this video, again, I apologize. Having some mic issues a little bit. Or it could be just my voice and I'm not speaking loud enough. If that's the case, then I'm going to have to learn how to speak louder. If that is the case, I apologize. Again, I just want to remind anyone who's subscribed or new to my channel, I'm completely new at this, just now starting out, so I'm going to make some mistakes, and I apologize. And I also want to apologize for not putting up any videos yesterday. I was way too busy yesterday, and I just didn't get around to it, and I apologize. And by the time I got home, I was too tired and wanted to go to bed. And so yeah, all I can say to you guys is I'm sorry.
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself?
So who do I want to play as? Let's go with Batman. So this would probably be like the only time in the entire game that you'll ever get to play as Catwoman. Ever. You can't free roam as her, you can't play her in any challenge maps. Only the Riddler stuff in the main story is the only time that you'll ever be able to allow to play as Catwoman. That's it. It feels like a jip to me, really, to be honest. But whatever. But whatever. At least they added her back a little bit. And if you guys managed to hear me clear my throat, I apologize. My throat's kind of dry, so. I want to apologize for my gameplay also. It just doesn't feel right. So.
No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline...
After Riddler's done talking, I want to see what, I can't speak also, apparently. After Enigma's done talking, I want to see what Catwoman has to say. The dialogue between these two are just, I don't know, I find it a little funny.
Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll come back for you. Stay here.
I'm wearing a bomb, Batman. Of course I'm staying here. Go get my keys.
It's unlike you to get caught. Was it an ambush? Blackmail? A trap?
He invited me.
What?
He said he had a job.
A job?
Of the cat burgling variety. I'm pretty good at it, remember? Not all of us scamper around on rooftops at night because we want to help people, you big brooding Boy Scout. Now where's my key?
Do you do a lot of work for Riddler?
Only when you're not looking.
Selina.
Someone wants something stolen? I'm the one who steals it. You know how this works. Or did you think you'd reformed me? Look, I'm sure standing there like a towering pillar of muscle works on the more impressionable girls, but I'd be much more impressed with some keys.
Alright. I like that little flip Batman does. But anyway.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is quite the dilemma, isn't it? Do you save the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped? Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. Besides, you can't save all of Barbara. I killed half of her already.
That's so mean, Joker. But anyway, yeah, Catwoman back there. It doesn't seem like. I mean, I understand she would let go and like, if like the pay is good, you know, she would go and steal something for someone. I can see that. I can also see how Catwoman, you know, would kind of like steal things for herself, jewels, diamonds, you know, something from the museums or whatever. But for her to actually go out and try and steal something for Enigma, right? I mean, that don't seem right for some reason. I don't see Enigma having a whole lot of money. So for her to like fall for like one of his like lies and traps and things like that, it just don't seem right. Sorry, but it seems completely out of character for Catwoman, to be honest. So, here we go, flying back to the Batmobile. And I'm going to do one of these races. I mean, I can continue on with the story if I choose, but I want to do this one race really fast to show you guys what Enigma normally has in store. There's about 3 of these races, and in between each race, he has get over there. Oh, jeez, making me look noobish here, Batman. Come on, come on, jeez. Anyway, between one of these races, Enigma's going to have a puzzle in between each race. And at the end of each puzzle and at the end of each race, he'll have like a little pressure point, and well, you'll see. At the end of each race and puzzle, you'll be able to help Catwoman pick out a key. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's really, really easy once you see it from a different perspective, then all of a sudden you'll start clicking. So, and I'm just going to talk over Enigma because, well, let's face it, I mean, all of Batman's villains really just like to talk a lot. Riddler, Penguin, even Scarecrow. You're going to notice Scarecrow really likes to talk a lot. Really much. So, and we're kind of pressed on time, so yeah.
How did you solve tonight's very first riddle?
Don't have time to listen to you, Enigma. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, if it makes you feel better. So over here to the right of me, you can see like this little pressure pad or whatever. After we complete this race, we're going to have to step on it and all that fun stuff. So here we go. Thank you. So it's kind of like the challenge map that's in the AR challenges. I completed that in under two or 3 seconds, and I managed to get a few rival points for it, which I still don't know what the whole rival point system, is supposed to mean, but it doesn't make any sense to me at all. If anything, oh god, get up. Just fall in. Thank you. I did that on purpose just so I can get some momentum going to go up this hill. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the rival points. I don't really see any need or use in them at all. It's rather stupid. I just don't know what it means really.
I need the extra speed.
At first I thought they were like upgrades, but no, they're not. So they're just, I guess, for bragging rights, really. And oh god. Well, I'm failing at this miserably. I normally don't do this. To be honest with you guys, I really don't do that. That's it seems like I only normally fail whenever I'm recording, apparently. But yeah, I mean, as much as people say that this game has too much Batmobile, and they're right. I mean, the game does have way too much Batmobile. Just way too much. I mean, really, one thing that I can at least say, I mean, in my pros and cons video, I said that the Batmobile is fun to have in the game, and it is. It really is. But again, in the cons, the Batmobile is also in there because there is too much of it. One of the things with the pros is the race challenges. I mean, it deviates away from the cookie cutter system that it's been in Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and in Arkham Origins, where you had to find down like these little Riddler trophies. And it's kind of ridiculous a little bit. I guess they thought that it would get boring. It kind of would. So I can see how that they would implement racetracks with the Batmobile. So yeah, the racetracks are a little fun. They can be challenging and difficult. So anyway, what you're going to want to do is, during this part where you step on the little pressure pad, go over here to where this chair is. Alright, where Batman is standing, right? See where this chair right here is? Pretend the chair's Batman. Batman stands right there. He looks at him. Catwoman's right there. Wherever that chair is where Batman is in the room. And that's exactly where that key's going to be, looking in that direction of where that chair is. So, if that makes any sense to any of you. I tried my best explaining it.
One down.
Just anytime that you come up onto one of these things, one of these little pressure pads, and you got like a pick a key, just pretend that chair is Batman in the room with Catwoman, right? And then look at it in that direction, because it won't fail you. I promise you. Unless you're dyslexic like I am, and you have problems with left and right, and reading, and words backwards, and forwards, and upside downs, and things like that, then I apologize if you're dyslexic like me. So, so yeah, anyway, the whole Batmobile thing, on how like there's like too much of it, there is. How there's like just too much tank battles. I mean, really, the whole entire story mode requires you to have the Batmobile like 70 or 75% of the whole time, and it's like I said before in like a previous video, and like spoilers or in like other videos where you may have heard me talk about this. Batman does not rely on the Batmobile this much, and it's kind of ridiculous. Like the whole scanning tire tracks thing, Batman can do that in his cowl. Like he doesn't need Batmobile to do that. But whatever. So we're gonna go back here to the main story.
I'm heading to Mercy Bridge.
And we're gonna take out some tanks if I can figure out where the road is. There we go. So yeah, as much as I may complain about how there's like too much Batmobile, I will say this: it is fun to drive around in it. It is fun to blow up tanks in it. It is, I mean, it is fun, even though that you feel like there's too much of it, right? And it's, I know that may seem like a downfall, or you know, a con, or a bad thing. But in the beginning parts of it, it's really fun. So, and I jumped out of the tank there because I feel like that's something Batman would do. You know, he would not put himself in high risk danger. He would kind of, you know, jump out of the Batmobile and remote control tank battle. So, and these missiles are going to keep hitting the pillars while I blow up their tank buddies. So yeah.
Lost the diamond.
And they're just completely missing that pillar completely. Thank you. I think that's, yeah, okay. That was the only one left. Now you can always hit the missiles with the Vulcan cannon, but I don't know. I wanted to try something a little different from. So I wanted Batman to get out of the Batmobile, and I wanted to try something a little different. So yeah, here we go, scanning for tire tracks again. Now the whole entire island is surrounded with missiles, as you can see in the map on the bottom right. Yeah, just go ahead and take them out. You know, with any little chance at all, if you can. Well, there we go.
Engaging target.
There we go.
Rattler down.
I need to get out of that corner or I'm gonna get smashed. There we go. And there's a whole bunch of tanks down there.
Drone unit in Kingston is
Boom.
down.
Boom. You just kind of pick them off, you know, one by one. They're not really all that tough.
Lost one, sir.
And
Making you look like a fool.
as you fight these things, apparently more is going to surround you. But that's alright. I mean, at this point you'll be able to, you know, handle it and deal with it. But later on in the game, they do end up getting more and more harder. They'll bring out like more missile tanks, you know, what do they call them, rattlers. They bring out more of those, and I mean, it gets really, really more challenging. And then they bring out like serpent drones and things like that, like little tiny unmanned helicopters, and they fly around and they shoot missiles at you, and it gets really, really, really annoying, really, really bad. So just really, 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 I don't know how many times I'm gonna say really in this video. Just they're so annoying. So just keep scanning for the tire tracks, and whenever, look at all those tanks on that mini map right there. That is ridiculous. That is completely unnecessary. I mean, again, like I say, that the Batmobile's fun to play with, but this right here is what I mean by the part that it just gets, you know, too much. You know, it's like I'm still having to shoot these drones. I'm still having to destroy them. I'm still having to fight with them, even while I'm scanning for the tire tracks, and it makes it really unnecessary.
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved.
And you're in my parking spot. Thank you. So we've finally come up on this part now. What I would like to point out,
The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on.
as Batman's talking, sorry Kevin.
Vehicle more closely.
What I would like to point out is that this game does not seem like a Rocksteady game to me. I'm sorry, but it does not. It feels more like a WB Montreal. Why? Because, and if you guys remember from Batman Arkham Origins, they had like this rewind detective mode in there, which is what you're seeing right now. They had that in there, and they relied on it way too much. Just too much of this rewind scanner thing. It's fun. It's interesting, and you know, it kind of changes things up a bit. I kind of like it. I think Batman, with his millions of dollars, he would have something like this. You know, with his like Wayne Enterprises satellites in space, he can reorchestrate, you know, and rewind time back to a certain point.
The door was torn off,
you know,
during the crash.
Like he wouldn't be able to go back like 10, 20 years or anything, but he would go back, you know, far enough to figure out a crime or a mystery that needed to be solved. So
Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must
I
have
think
been
Batman would have something like this. He would have like the rewind scanner, but that's just me. I think it's rather cool, but this right here would be like the only time that you'll ever see this. Like, you will not see it ever again in this game. They just use it this one time in this game, which, be rather honest with you, I wouldn't mind if they had it maybe 2 or 3 more times after this. I wouldn't mind it, because I mean, it is different. It is something rather interesting, and it brings something new, and it's something, I don't know, it's just really something different, you know. And like I said before, I think Batman would have something like this, you know, with his Wayne satellites in space. He could orchestrate something like this, so whatever. But anyway, back to what I was saying, how I feel like that this doesn't feel like a Rocksteady game. It feels like more of a WB Montreal.
Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact.
Like with Batman Arkham Origins, like I said, with this whole rewind scanner thing, they relied on this way too much. There was way too much of this right here in Batman Arkham Origins, just way too much. Now, I don't know if you notice, but 2 clues set out that makes it seem like it's a WB Montreal game and not a Rocksteady. One, for the fact that I believe Rocksteady said at one point that they would not add this back, and they kind of didn't, but yet, look, we still got one of these in. They still managed to get one of them in.
Something.
So
Oracle knew she couldn't escape.
they got one rewind detective mode in. And if you notice that they rely way, way, way too much on the Batmobile, like they did in Arkham Origins, where they relied way, way too much of the rewind detective mode. So there you see Oracle throwing something underneath the boxes. And there we go. What do we have? SD card. Let's pick that up. Stick it into our arm. I don't know where he puts it, but whatever.
Mr. Wayne.
Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device.
I think the Batsuit would be something envious of Tony Stark. You know, I think something Tony Stark would be envious of. I think he would orchestrate like an all-black Iron Man suit. You know, just to be. Probably because he feels jealous of Batman. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. That's just something how I feel, really.
He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate.
So yeah, as Alfred runs down all the things that are going down in Gotham,
I'm heading to Wayne Tower.
we're going to continue on with the main story, and we are going to do that
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of
in the next episode. And as of right now, I'm going to take out the rest of these tanks as I close off the show.
Enemy spotted at the Botanical
So-
Gardens.
I'm going to destroy some tanks.
Drone moving to flanking position.
I got like the little upgrade feature that where if you like hit them in the little cannons, or I mean their wicks points are in the little blue light, but if you hit them in the upper part where the cannon and stuff is, I got that upgrade. If you hit them there, they blow up instantly. There's another upgrade if you hit them in the body area. It's a like one shot also. So it's another thing that I really like about these upgrades. So, and this right here is the Firefly side quest. I won't be doing that. I'll be saving all the side quests for later videos after I'm done with the main story. Kind of like make, can't speak. Try and make them into their own videos and their own little separate things after the story's done. But yeah, and, cheap shot. Anyway, Riddler area over there. But yeah, anyway, if you guys liked the video, then please leave a like down below. If you guys are new to the channel, then please subscribe. I would very much love the support. And until next time, guys, and I'll meet you all at Wayne Tower in the next episode. See you all later.